Alright, so remember when I broke the darn T-handle? This is what I found on the inside. I'm starting to think that when I first started cranking on that thing with pliers, that it was already seated. And here's the actual jet itself. So I just basically rammed that needle point into this thing until it, I mean, look what it did to the needle itself. I mean, gosh darn. And then it also stripped out a little bit of the carburetor where this screws in, which is unfortunate, but I borrowed the needle and seat, or needle and jet, or whatever, out of the LI. I've already installed it. And I was able to just basically push it in a little bit harder and get it to thread into what threads are left on it. So, alright, the gasket on this thing was leaking. And if I can catch it, see that area, that light you can see between the two halves there? So these are warped a lot of times. And so what I do is I just run it on this oil stone here, and you can already see the parts that are making contact are clean, and everything else is a low spot. Obviously those tabs where those screws are got bent up, and the other one's probably going to be like that too, so you know, oil up the old oil stone and just kind of, obviously it's too big for it, but if you just go back and forth evenly and like that, eventually that whole thing will be bright metal and they'll make good contact. So anyways, there you go. So look at that, all those shiny spots on this. It just shows you how flat it is. So it's a little tricky because you have to deal with that seat for the fuel inlet and those two tabs coming out. So you just kind of got to go around those and kind of go like this for a little bit, and then go like this for a little bit, and just kind of make do. Then also you can see, or maybe you can't. There you go. Didn't really finish up around some of these areas, but most of it's pretty clean. Same thing on this one. So they're fitting together pretty flat now, so it shouldn't leak. So I'm gonna go ahead and reassemble this thing, see if we can get this thing running on its own gas finally. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a video yet where I don't bump the tripod every 2 seconds. Alright, this is gonna be a nightmare. Or maybe not, I don't know. Come on, old fuel line. Ah, there we go. Alrighty, and now we have this. One of these kind of fuel filters and some new 1/4-inch line. Should be good. Okay, I'm gonna put clamps on that later, but it's gravity feed. It's not pressurized. I've got another one where I still haven't put clamps on it, and it's been fine. So I'm just gonna, I will put clamps on it, but you know, later. Okay, so the carburetor's all installed. That new fuel line. Look at how far out that T-handle is. Can you imagine that distance out, and then how I was cranking it in with the pliers? It's nothing short of embarrassing for me, so, you know, whatever. Get the choke actually functioning. Pretty sure the throttle always did. It's not great, but it'll work for now. I do have another throttle cable for it, so if I need to install that, then I will. So, alright, I'm going to turn the gas on and give this thing a couple cranks. I'm pretty confident now that it's actually going to fire, so let's see if I'm right.